Hey guys, what's up? Dr. Thompson here, and welcome to a brand new Monday. Hey, I'm actually jumping on a little bit early. I have a meeting that I need to go to, but I didn't want to skip this. This is important. So right now I have my Evian water. You guys know that if you pronounce Evian backwards, it says naive. So anyway, I'm actually almost 72 hours into a water fast. And a lot of people say they can never, ever, ever do it. And in fact, some people actually get emotional when you talk about the idea of doing a 5-day water fast. Now, full disclosure, not everybody should do it. But for me, I can definitely do it. And I definitely benefit from it. But one of the things that I realize every single time that I do it is how much emotional attachment there is around the idea of eating, even for myself. Like my kids over the weekend wanted to go to a movie, and I'm like, I don't really want to go to a movie because I can't have popcorn. So anyway, I'm feeling pretty good. And so I'm a little over halfway through doing my fast. I'll keep you guys updated. So today what I wanted to go over with you is I wanted to go over the 3 biggest exercise myths that are out there, and we're going to destroy these 3 myths. Okay. So I posted a picture about my brand new breakthrough that I've just formulated after years and years of research. And my new formulation is scientifically proven to reduce blood pressure, reduce cholesterol and triglycerides, reduce fat, improve blood sugar and insulin sensitivity, increase your bone mass, improve your energy, your sleep, and your mood, improve chronic pain, and even improve intelligence. Men, listen up. It does, in fact, improve your IQ. And there is actually neurological, hormonal reasons why all of these things happen. But this amazing proprietary discovery, I know some people were probably like, oh my goodness, not another supplement. And it's not. And it's actually 100% free. And it's called exercise. Exercise. So, you guys, when you look at all of the different benefits that you can get by just getting up and moving, it is unbelievable. Now, ladies, a lot of times I'll have, one of the biggest fears, I think, clinically, 15 years, that women over 50, one of the top 2 things that they are absolutely scared to death of is, number one, looking old. And listen, I don't want to look old either, but they don't want to go into that hunched over granny posture. Do you guys know that actually exercise can improve this to a point? But the other thing is, the other fear women have is getting osteoporosis. So women are always telling me, like, should I be taking calcium? And I'm like, you mean you want to take limestone that actually has been shown to settle in your arteries and calcify your arteries? So guys, you can get calcium, and you also need vitamin D, magnesium, things like that for healthy bone, vitamin C even, vitamin K. But you can get plenty of calcium from green leafy vegetables. And in fact, anything that grows in the soil is going to pull up nutrients, minerals. But here's what's really important when you talk about bone mass, is that your bones are constantly in this process of reorganization. Your bones are constantly in this process of building bone and then reorganizing bone. So you have these osteoblasts, you have these osteoclasts, and they build bone or they reorganize or break down bone according to your lines of stress. So people say, hey, how do I build more bone mass? Well, the first thing is you need a stimulus to build the bone mass. You can't just dump a bunch of calcium into the system and expect to have healthy bone mass if there's no stimulus for it. So you have to have the stimulus through exercise. particularly, if you're talking about osteoporosis and bone fractures and things like that. The top ones are of the hip. The second top is going to be the shoulder right here. And then the third one is going to be actually in the spine. And what that means is when you talk about exercise, you need to load beyond what your body is used to. So this means that exercise, that ladies, walking is not enough. You need to actually add weight. So weight training, squatting, pressing, deadlifts, things like that help to signal the body that there's an increased stress, and then you give it what it needs in order to help reorganize and rebuild healthy bone. So chronic pain, improved intelligence. I mean, if you look at all the benefits of exercise, it begs the question, everybody knows they should be exercising. In fact, there's a research study out there, I think it was done in Sweden, and they actually found that like the men who had better cardiovascular condition had a higher average IQ than people who didn't. And in fact, if you talk about wanting to improve intelligence in children, for example, I mean, my goodness, one of the things that's actually missing is physical education. You want to improve the intelligence of your child, get them moving. Don't just sit them in front of an iPad or have them do math equations at the dinner table. If you want them to actually improve their intelligence, part of the thing that getting the brain proper nourishment is actually moving the joints, particularly moving the spine. In fact, a majority of your joint awareness, your proprioception, your ability to know where you're at in space, most of it actually occurs in the spine, particularly in the upper part of the neck. So not only that, but motion also improves what's known as cerebral spinal fluid flow through the spine, and that actually helps to bathe and nourish the brain with cerebral spinal fluid, which is some of the nutrition that the brain needs in order for normal function. So guys, we know that exercise is 100% necessary, but the problem is that we still don't do it. We don't exercise. So, one of the things like in the T20 challenge, it's taken me a long time in dealing with a lot of different people, interacting with a lot of different people, is that so many people know what they should do, but they just don't do it. And that's actually probably the hardest thing between just giving people information and getting people to actually change their life, is that the art is actually getting people to actually do it, not just giving them the information. So here's the 3 biggest exercise myths that I've seen in practice and in our gyms, CrossFit Exemplify and Yorkville, CrossFit Exemplify, and Morris. So the number one myth, the number one excuse that people say is that they say it hurts. Exercise hurts. Well, a couple of things here. By hurt, do you mean uncomfortable? Because when I work out, I make myself uncomfortable every single day. So yeah, it does make you uncomfortable, but listen, life hurts sometimes. And what better way to actually train your mind than to every single day put yourself in uncomfortable situations? And listen, if your exercise is not challenging you every single day, but it's just 30 minutes on the treadmill, then the problem is that even mentally and from a resilient aspect, you're never growing. So exercise does hurt. Exercise does make you uncomfortable. And in fact, we have a kind of a joke that I have with my staff, and I tell them, I say, when we start the T28 challenge and people have their first workouts, I actually say, watch the people who halfway through a 10-minute workout or 7 or 8 minute workout, watch the people who need to towel off or who need to go grab water. Those are the ones who it's actually starting to become uncomfortable, and they're actually shrinking back from that uncomfortability. And I can guarantee you, when people do that, I could look into their life and say, you know what, there's a lot of other things they're not successful in. But the people who show like they push through and they're resilient, those are the people who probably have a lot more success in other areas of their life. But let's talk about another thing. Another thing people say, well, it hurts. And it's this. They say, Dr. Nate, I have arthritis. And when I exercise, it hurts. And my doctor said that I shouldn't exercise because I have an arthritic joint. Here's the thing. I want to give you an example. So I understand that some people have extreme degeneration. And even if they do, they should be moving it within a certain limit. But here's the thing. Let's say that one day I was walking outside, I fell down on my outstretched arm and I broke my elbow. Okay. So I go to the orthopedic surgeon. What are they going to do? They're going to cast my elbow in this position, and I may have to be casted for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. So let's say I then, after 8 weeks, I take the cast off. And then the surgeon says, orthopedic doctor says, I want you to bend it. And I say, oh, it hurts. I can't do it. It hurts. And he's going to say, you need to bend it anyway. So you think of that after 8 weeks of immobilization. My joint, my elbow is going to be stiff. It's going to be achy. It's going to be weak and atrophied. Now think of this. If you go to the doctor for your knee and you say, doctor, I have a stiff, weak, achy joint, he's going to say, you have arthritis. Stop using it. So you see how crazy that is. Now listen, sometimes I understand that it's going to take some time just to get to the point of maybe being ready to get into shape. But the thing is any time that you have an arthritic or degenerative joint, you must move it. Because listen, the nursing home is full of people who have gone from cane to walker to wheelchair and then finally death. So the thing is once you stop moving, it goes all downhill from there. How about number 2? Dr. Nate, you don't understand. I am too busy and I don't have enough time. Really? Now, maybe people say this that they don't have time is because they think that exercise and fitness should take 2 to 3 hours a day if you really want to get in shape. But in all honesty, nothing is further from the truth. Listen, you can get an incredible, if just fitness and longevity and healthy movement, if that is your goal, I have a book that has, I think, 72 different workouts in them. I'm going to give it to you at the end. It has 72 different workouts, all ranging from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. Literally, fitness only needs to take minutes every single day. Now, here's the other thing. Back in my former life, I was in full-time practice and, having kids, 3 kids in 4 years. And, I always had this. I don't have the time to do it. And, people would say, you need to be working out. I said, but you don't understand. I don't have the time. But the thing was I didn't realize I did have the time. It wasn't a priority. You got to understand that if you and working on you is not a top priority, then you will never have time because everything actually comes first. Now, here's the thing. Now I actually make time. And my schedule, I schedule a workout 5 times per week. And in fact, I have what's known as a minimum standard of engagement, meaning if everything fell apart, that I am 100% committed. If it's at its absolute worst, I'm going to do at least 3 or sometimes even 4. But my goal is to get 5, and that happens 90% of the weeks. And this is owning a wellness office. This is being a part of 2 gyms. This is writing a book, being able to do all of that. And yet I still have time to do it because I make time. We call them priorities. And here's number 3. I can't afford a gym membership. I can't afford a gym membership. Well, listen, at the end of the day, exercise is free. Exercise is free. It doesn't have to cost you a penny. Now, granted, you may be unsure as far as what you should do or if you have proper form or things like that. But guys, listen, there's something that's called YouTube. And you could actually learn all of this if you just spend some time, and it's 100% free. So a lot of times, and I'll even tell people this, I'll say, so, hey, I'm going to help overcome these three. And are you going to exercise? And they say, no, because at the end of the day, what it comes down to is really if you want to do it. And if after destroying these three excuses and you still don't do it, you really don't have any other excuses other than just saying, you know what? It's not important to me. Now, listen, exercise, like I said, is free. And this is coming from someone who owns 2 gyms. Exercise doesn't have to cost you a thing. Now, do I think that what we teach at our gyms is superior, above and beyond, going to the normal gym, the global gym, or working out at your house? Absolutely, because you're going to get coaching, programming, you're going to get all of those different things, because I think it's really important to make yourself accountable to other people and to make it as easy as possible for you to be able to follow through. But like I said, at the end of the day, exercise is absolutely free. So guys, I want to give you a gift. It's my home workout book. So this is actually part of the curriculum for the T28 online challenge. So all of our online participants and then our gym participants at the Yorkville and Morris locations, they get the whole online program, and they get recipe books, they get workout books, they get smoothie recipes, they get videos. In fact, I have a movement vault of 40 different movements that show you how to actually do these T28 home workouts. Every one of these workouts, I think there's 72 of them, are ranged from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. And if you made an investment of about, I don't know, maybe $180, you could get equipment off of Amazon, and you would be able to do every single one of these workouts. So I want you to think about it. What if you did these workouts from this book, you did it 3 times per week? So I'm not very good with math. 3 divided by 72, let's just say anywhere from about 24. Okay. So about 24 weeks. So 24 weeks, you would not be repeating a workout. And if you did it over an entire year, you would actually repeat each workout twice. That would never make it boring. That would make it enjoyable. But I'm going to tell you something, these workouts, they're tough. So if you want that workout book for free, you're going to text T28 workouts on your phone, and you're going to text that to the number 44222. So the number is 44222. Text that there, and it'll ask you for your email. You're going to go ahead and put in your email, and I'll email that to you immediately. Just make sure if you don't see it, check your inbox or your junk mail, because it might accidentally go in there. So guys, in fact, I even have links on there on where you can actually purchase some of the equipment like slam ball, kettlebell, a jump rope, an ab mat from Amazon. So literally you can get the book and start working out and have the equipment within 2 days because of Amazon Prime. Now listen though, as far as building your body, it's not Amazon Prime. You're not going to get what you want in 2 days. Building your body can take months and years in order to get where you want. But the thing is that it's always about progress. It's never, ever about perfection. So guys, the 3 biggest exercise myths, and we're actually, if you're in the Yorkville or Morris area, we're going to be kicking off our next T28 challenge in person. CrossFit Exemplify Yorkville, CrossFit Exemplify Morris, kicking off January 19th. Gosh, it's coming up. It's already on Saturday. So we do have space available. So make sure, I'm going to leave the links in the comments below for the Morris location and for the Yorkville location. We're finishing up interviews over the next couple of days. And guys, I know that this is life-changing like it has been for so many people, because we teach you a simple, easy nutrition plan that's doable. We teach, you're going to be getting incredible workouts, tons of resources, and you'll also be getting a $100 gift on the day when you register for the T28 challenge. Now, begs the question, how should I be working out? And I'm going to show you on next Facebook Live the best way to work out in a fraction of the time. So it's not going to take hours and hours and hours. because going on, I call it the treadmill, is no fun. Nobody likes the treadmill. And I'm going to show you how you can make exercise fun and how you can do it literally in just minutes every single day and getting a better result than going on the treadmill, on the elliptical, or on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or hours on end. So guys, I hope you found this enjoyable. Hey, make sure you like this, share it with a friend as well, especially those who have those rotten, stinking, thinking excuses as far as why they don't exercise. Guys, be well. We'll see you for our next Facebook Live.